Hello everyone, my name is Sasha. Welcome back to my channel. And today we're going to talk about how you are on your own and you have to accept the fact that nobody is going to save you, and how is that your biggest superpower. So first you have to acknowledge the fact that you are born alone and you are going to die alone. You're born on your own and you die on your own too. No, even your loved ones are coming with you when you die. And that concept is going to follow you throughout your life, in many eras of your life, in many phases of your life. The most important phases of your life, you are going to be alone, and you have to acknowledge that and accept that. Because that's going to be the key for you to then become the biggest and baddest that you have ever been. Because in those phases of your life, you are alone. And then, boom, it's going to be completely different. Everybody's going to love you. Everyone's to applaud you. But the work is put in the alone time. So if you're not comfortable being alone and having nobody to save you, if you're comfortable in that, then your progress is going to skyrocket. I can assure you that. Because when you're alone and you're okay at that, it doesn't matter. Anything doesn't matter. That you're doing your stuff, you are working, you're studying, you're doing whatever. And you are okay in doing that. So if you're alone and you're doing that, it's completely fine. You're okay. But if you are constantly needing to be with somebody else or having the attention of a lot of people, you're never going to reflect on your own stuff. You're not going to put in the work alone. So you have to accept the fact that nobody is going to save you. Nobody is coming in a white horse saving the princess from the tower. We all wish that that's how it was, but it's not. It would be very nice if you just woke up one day and everything was fixed. It would be very nice, but it would be very bad for you. It would be very boring even, because you don't have to work your way through. And even if you don't want to work your way through, well, you have to. And that's the fact that you have to accept the fact that nobody is going to save you. So you have to save yourself. But that process of saving yourself is not going to come, in a blink of an eye. You have to save yourself every single day. You have to choose yourself every single day. Because if no one in the past has ever saved you, or being with you and putting the work with you and help you, then you have to do that yourself, and you have to do that every single day. And in that process, you're going to save yourself, okay? And in that process, you are going to start loving yourself and loving to be alone and being okay with being alone and dying alone. And we're going to be born and die many times in our lives. When a cycle ends, you die. And you die alone. And when a cycle begins, you are reborn like the phoenix. But first, you have to forgive those who were supposed to save you in the beginning. Let's just say parents, that they were not for you. They were not there for you. Or people that you thought that they care about you, that they loved you, but they suddenly don't care about you. You have to forgive those people, not because of them, because they choose not to love you. And I'm so sorry for them, because you're such a great person, right? And I'm sorry for the people who weren't there for me and that didn't save me. Because I'm so sorry for them that they choose not to. But I cannot do anything about that. I can do something about me. Okay? So you have to forgive those that didn't save you, so you can save yourself and be in peace with yourself. That is how you start doing that. And you know, something very common when somebody grew up having nobody, having no one there to save them, to protect them, to love them, is that when they grow up, they are going to be the therapy friend or the mom friend, or you know, those type of friends that are always there for you, and if you need advice, they're always there. I was one of those people. I was always there for people. I was, even if I was going through something, I was like, no, they are more important because they are asking me for my help, so I'm going to help them. What does that create? What happens if you have a cup and it's empty? Can you pour into another cup and be filled? No, it can't. You have to first fill your cup in order to fill somebody's cup with your help, with your advice, with your love, with your protection. You have to pour in yourself first. If you don't do that, then no matter how advices you give, no matter how love you give, love is going to go empty. That advice is going to go empty because you're empty. If you're doing that out of an empty cup, or if you are full, right? You will know because if you're feeling bad and you're feeling down, and that person texts you like, oh please, I am so sad because this happened, what is your direct response? Are you going to ignore what's going to happen, that what is happening to you, and going to help your friend? Or are you going to say like, hey, I'm so sorry, I'm going through something right now, I am no social right now, and that's it. You don't have to say anything else. And if that person, if you're usually the therapy friend, that person is going to be very offended because they are not using you. They are not on top of you, taking, because you give too much energy. It's time to give you energy. And last but not least, you have to know that if you have this, it's not an issue. It is your biggest superpower, and you can use it in so many ways. Because if you grow up alone, if you grew up having nobody to save you, to love you, and then you start doing that yourself instead of seeking outwards that love, that validation, that energy, that appreciation, and you start giving it yourself, you are going to be the baddest of all. Let me tell you something. You are going to be the best version of yourself. Why? Because you don't need anybody else. But that doesn't mean that you don't want anybody else. That means that you in yourself are in peace, are in your power. You're resting on your power. So then you can go out and help others. Of course, I'm not saying that you have to don't care about others and be selfish and don't care. No, you first have to be selfish in order to be selfless. But you cannot go outside when you're empty and start spilling your energy because you have none. But if you do all of these things and you save yourself and you love yourself and you protect yourself, like here's what I did. I'm doing a process in shadow work that I reintroduce myself to my inner child. That child didn't have anybody there to save her, to love her, to protect her. Now I go there, I write in my journal, and I say to her like, this is me, I'm bigger you, and I'm here to save you, to love you, to support you. And it has been a massive change. And I've been doing it for 2 days, and I can already see how much change I've been making, even though I already gone through a whole healing process in there right now. But in order to keep on going, you have to keep saving yourself every single day, because in that way you're going to be able to save so many people. and make a greater impact, in this world. So I hope that you like this video, and if you want to improve your life and be the baddest of all, be sure to subscribe. So bye.